Pretty much any of the AMG marques are born drift cars, the problem is the cost involved. Even in stock form, the crazy 6.3-liter V8 will have tires quivering with fear. A suspension upgrade and adding lightness are key to being able to harness all the AMG fury. Try and look for a manual gearbox version. Its V8 has plenty of torque and the longer wheelbase means plenty of room to chuck it about and hold it there. This American-Australian masterpiece is a great example of big power on a small budget that is versatile enough to be fun in almost any motorsport discipline. The description of this vehicle is easy. Bargain rear sliding bulletproof tank. Even really mint examples are affordable to create a weekend drifter. This was the last to feature the RB25 engine with rear-wheel drive, and that makes it special. Stock 2.6-liter lump makes 276 horsepower, which is a good base for modding. These are pretty difficult to find nowadays, but you'll have to look no further than your local JDM club get-together. It's even better if you can find a TRD, you'll be worshipped forever. The engine will require some serious tuning once you have acquired the skill master of the sport, as the NA 4-cylinder under the bonnet leaves you wanting a bit more torque. The BMW M3 is a top choice with over 280 horsepower and a limited slip differential as standard. Forget about luxury leather and aircon, it's rolled cages, bucket seats, and big brakes all the way for full-on drift spec. You won't need much tuning to light up the rear, so spend the money on other stuff instead. Why pay for a new 370Z when you can get a used 350 far less money? Not a light car to drift, but the 3.5-liter V6 puts out a healthy 276 horsepower. Drift tuning parts are plentiful for suspension, brakes, and engine, and the chassis has good balance, making the 350 one of the most driftable cars around. The fact that it's RWD makes us jump for joy because that means serious sideways action. There is plenty of poke on offered from the turbo straight 6 lump, and minor mods will get you turning the weather from sunny to overcast in no time. It isn't the lightest drift car around, but a healthy diet of stripping and bucket seats should see to that nicely. The Mazda RX-7 is notoriously difficult to drift if you're a beginner, but absolute joy in the hands of a talented drifter. It provides serious sideways pleasure. The car has great balance, and the Wankel rotary power plant in turbo form makes enough power to smoke tires to their death even though it's only a 1300 cc's. The FD is the model of choice, but any of its predecessors will do. Whoever thought a muscle car would be so good at going sideways in a controlled fashion? The new generation Mustang might still have a prehistoric suspension and the tendencies of an alcoholic when it comes to flat-out cornering, but let that not deter you. The remedy can be found at numerous tuning shops across the states. 5 liters of brandy-fueled Fury main slides are always only an ankle twist away. The Nissan 200 SX is a drifter's top choice. It doesn't really matter if you have an early S13 model. The S13 makes 180 horsepower from the 1.8-liter turbo motor, while the later S14 and S15 models use the 2.0-liter turbo to deliver 200 horsepower. Both are strong, easy to learn in, and have stacks of tuning parts available. The pick of the bunch has to be the S14 for the perfect compromise between budget and all-around performance.